Hello fellow Sudokans, welcome to Zen and the Art of the Guardian Sudoku Puzzle. It's Sunday the 9th of March 2025. I hope you are keeping well, enjoying your Sunday, if it is indeed Sunday when you are watching this. It is Sunday, it's around about lunchtime here. This is my second game of Sudoku of the day. I played the first game this morning. Something unpleasant happened, and I'll relate it to you. I was very tired when I played my first game of Sudoku this morning for the Observer. I just kind of woke up and I did have food, and then I just plonked myself on my office chair to play the game, and I did play the game. I didn't really notice anything unusual until after I'd got up and started walking around. I happened to just notice that I was covered in cat feces. No idea. My poor cat Joni suffers from severe constipation, and I have to give him medicine from time to time to try to alleviate that. It sometimes works, often it doesn't work, and he has to go to the hospital for an enema. And anyway, but I gave him quite a large dose yesterday, which apparently worked, because he had been on my office chair during the night, and not that he'd tried to do his business on my office chair. No, he'd done that in the cat litter, which I was pleased to see, but there's always some leakage, some residual leakage that comes out after. Now, if you're wondering how on earth did you sit in cat mess and not notice, well, I have anosmia, which means that I can't smell anything. So this is the beauty and the hideousness of this disease, this illness, is that at once I had no idea that I was sitting in a horrible mess. I just didn't know. And secondly, because I can't smell it, but also, thank goodness I didn't know, right? I had no idea that I can't smell it. I just can't smell it, this horrible mess. So I've been, as soon as I found out, I kind of screamed and went, like this. And I've been disinfecting my chair since playing the other game, etc., and boiling my clothes, and oh God, it's not nice. But on the whole, I'm quite pleased that the cat has, avoided needing to go to the hospital. So that's a positive thing. I always look on the bright side of life, as they say, or sing, I should say. There's a nice article in yesterday's Guardian about people in solitary confinement in California allowed to use virtual reality. Strangely enough, Thailand is one of the views on offer, or certainly was given to a woman inmate who had been in solitary confinement, and this seems to be helping. Now, of course, the problem is that we live in a world of reactionaries, don't we? We live in a world of knee-jerk reactionaries, that every time anything new is tried in terms of crime and punishment, they're always, I don't have virtual reality, and I work hard for a living, and you get this stuff this constant knee-jerk reactionary idea from people that it's like, I don't want to give them privileges that I don't have myself. This is a kind of treatment, it's exploratory. It might work, it might not work, but it's to be applauded. And what is the point of prison? Is it for punishment? I know people feel that they want revenge and they want punishment, but surely if society is to improve as a whole, it needs to rehabilitate people, to get people on the straight and narrow where they are not breaking reasonable amounts of societal norms. I mean, of course, nobody's going to be perfect, and we can't expect a world without any kind of crime or bad behavior. That's never going to happen, but we can reduce it as much as possible, and one way of doing this is by making people less likely to reoffend, etc., etc. Okay, anyway, I recommend the article, but it's very long, so give yourself a bit of time to read it. You can find it on their website. Let's get on with the game of Sudoku, shall we? Because I can see the first number. This is the New York Times hard level puzzle. We've got 5s blocking like that. That's going to give me a 5 there. 5 blocking across here and across here. That will give me a 5 in this square here. I can hear chirruping. I have no idea what kind of animal that is, but it's making quite a nice sound. And maybe it's a squirrel or something. We do have quite a few squirrels. They run on the telephone cables around here, electricity cables which are high above ground. They just run along them quite often, so it's probably some kind of something like that. Going nowhere fast here, so I think I'm going to go through the digits and see what we come up with. Do you know what? I see a lot of numbers crossing here. The 1, 3, 4. How many numbers are missing here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 numbers are missing. How many have we got here? 4 numbers. Are we missing the 8 as well? Yes, I think we are. So 8, 3, 1, 4. So what is the other number in this column? I'm talking about this column here, right? I think we've got 1, 2. We don't have 2. 3, 4, 8. Yeah, okay, that's 2. Okay. Okay, so we're missing 6, 7, 9 in this row now, and 6 and 7 are there. So that's a 9. 9 blocking up here, and across there. There's a 9. And 8 and 9 across here, and 8 and 9 down there. So we've got a pair of 8 and 9 in those squares. This is 8 and 9, so 2 and 7 at least are up there. 9. So 6. All right, let's go back to doing this. Okay, we've got 2 up here and up there. Gives me a 2 there. Six down, 6 up, 6 across there. I'm looking at this middle block, this middle section here, because it kind of looks enticing, but I don't know if the secret is in this middle block here, but it's really driving me nuts. Because there's so much going on here. Okay, we've got ones in these squares here. We've got we've got ones there, we've got twos somewhere along there. Three. Do we know much about threes? Not really. Four. This is a 1-3 over there, isn't it? Ah, 4. Oh no. No, not true. I suppose there's this white space up here, huge white area that I haven't got any information on yet, except that I know that I know some things. Obviously, I've got this 8 and 9 down here. I know that 7's got to be up there somewhere. 7s are in those squares. 7s are like that. Not getting me anywhere. I think I'm going to put in some pencil marks, at least a few, to help me on my way here, because otherwise I'm going to take too long. We've got 8, 9 down here, we've got 8, 9 across there. We do know that this is a pair of 8 and 9. And then 2 blocks across here like this, so we know that 2s are in those squares, which gives me a pair of 2s up there. We also know that 7 blocks this square, so 7s are in those squares up there. Nine blocks across here and up there, so we know that we've got a pair of 9s in those squares. 7 blocks across here, so we have 7s there. Our 7 blocking across here gives us 7s in those squares. 6 blocking across here means that this is a pair of 6s down there. 6 blocking up here and across there gives us 6 in those squares there. 6s across here, across there and down there means that's a pair of 6s. Obviously this is going to be 6 or 7 because we got 6 or 7 there, so we know that that's a buy value sell. About the 1 3 here. Ones are somewhere there, down here. Twos are across there somewhere. Pair of 4s up there. Fives, and a pair of 5s there. Eights in those squares, 8s here. No, not true. It's okay, I didn't tell you anything anyway. Okay, and then 9 across here, across there, and down there. And it's not a pair of 2 and 9 because we've got 2 anywhere there, so that's 2 and 9. But we've got 2s there. Okay, so that's it for pair work. There may be a triple there. I don't know. I didn't see it. I'm going to come across this middle section here, and then I'm going to come down the right-hand side here. Or I'm just going to do this 1 and 3 first of all, because I can see what's missing there. Maybe I'll look at this block here then. So we've got 1 going up and across here. Excuse me. So 1 is available as a candidate in those squares there. 2. 3, what do we know about 3? 3 blocks up here, and blocks across there, so that's a pair of 3s in those. Oh no, that's wrong, sorry. 3 does not block up here, we got 3 in this square here as well, sorry about that. 3 blocking up here, and 3 across there. Almost made a boo-boo. Stopped in time though. 4, 5, 6, 7, what about 8? 8 blocks up here. So 8 available in those squares, and 9 should be done already. Okay. So is there a single there or anything or whatever? Not sure. I don't see anything. Okay, so let's come across this middle part here then. Let's do here. What do we know about 1s? Nothing really. What do we know about 3s? Again, nothing. The last number is 4, and I don't think I know anything about the 4s. Okay, and this middle block here. 1, 2, 3 down here. 4 blocking like this. So 4's available as candidates there. 5, 6, 7 across there. And that's it, 8, 9 done, right? So are we left with anything? 1, 3, 4. Well, I don't see anything. I was hoping that that block would give me the secret, but apparently it's not. So let's do this up here then. So we got 1s in those squares there. 3 blocking across like that. 4 across there, 6, 7, 8. Don't know much about 8. So this block here, 2 across there, 7 across there. Eight available in those squares, and that's it. Okay, we've got 3 numbers here, 3, 8 and 5, 3 numbers in 3 squares, so this can't be 3 or 8, it's got to be a 9, which means this will be 8 and this will be a 9 down here, and this will not be a 9, and none of these will be 8. So we're left with 2, 7 and 8 in those squares there now. We've got a pair of 2 and 8 here, so this can't be a 2, it's got to be a 5. And we'll get rid of 5s in these squares. And 5 blocking down here, so that will be our 5. And this can be deleted. Now I said 2, 8 here, so this 8 can be removed as well. And then we've got 1, 4 and 6, 3 numbers in 3 squares across there. Okay. Now the 3, 5 and 8 that I looked at means that we've got to get rid of these 8s as well. And then we're left with 2, 7 and 8. Okay, 7, 8, 7, 8. So we've got a pair of 7 and 8 up here, so that can't be an 8. Nor can that. So we've got 8 blocking across here, so that gives us a pair of 8s here. In fact, it's a pair of 1 and 8 now. So we know the missing numbers here have to be 3 and 4. Can we say which is which? I'm not sure. Let's put them in as 3 and 4. Now we've got 3 across here, 3 across there, and 3 down there. So we have got a pair of 3s in those squares there. How about the 4? 4 blocking like this and down there. So we've got a pair of 4s in those squares. Okay, I think we don't have any completed digits yet. Seems like we ought to, but we don't, so I'm going to go through and see what changes we can make now. So we've got pointing 2s here, so we can get rid of that candidate 2 there now. Okay, so we've got 9 blocking like this. That will give us 9 in this square, and now this can't be 9. Let's remove it and let's place our 9 in this square here. And we'll complete this block here because everything else is done, so let's finish off this block now. What do we know about the 2s? 2 blocks across here like this. Oh, hang on a second. This is the only 2 available in that block there, so we can do that. So now we've got 2 blocking down and across here like that. So that's a pair of 2 and 4, meaning this is our 3. Get rid of the 3s up there. And let's get rid of that candidate 3 there. And we've got 2 blocking across here, so this would be our 2. And there's our 6, 7 in that square. And this has got to be whatever it was that's missing. I can't remember now. 6. Okay, so 6 in that square. 8 to go there. 3, 1. Get rid of the 1s. Get rid of the 1s. This is the only 1 available here. Oops, get rid of those 1s. This has got to be 1 in one of those squares. This can't be a 1 now. The last number to get here is 7. Right, what are we left with? We've got 8, so that's a 7 up there. So 4, and this is 7. 2, 4. 2, 8. 2, 7, 8. Uh, 2 and 9 are completed. Six blocking up here, so there's our 6. This has to be a 1. That's a 1 up there. There's a 4, 3, 8, 5. 5 in that square, 3 in that square, 4 there. 7, 3. Get rid of the 3s over there. What's still to be done? 1 and 8. We've got 8 blocking down there. There's our 8. There's our 1. That's the 1. That's the 4. 4 blocking down here. 4 there. 3 there. 3 in that square. 8 in that square. So a couple of pencil marks makes the game much easier for me. You might have played it in a different way. That's okay, as long as you only use logic. That's the important thing. Thank you for joining me. I'll see you again. Another puzzle, Sudoku puzzle. You can't run away from me. There's no escape. Take care. Bye bye.